Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is Rachel Ava. I wanted to come back with you guys with another vegan meal prep. Now I love this one because the recipes are honestly so delicious, so tasty and very easy to make. I've also listed all the measurements, so if you do want to make this meal prep, it's going to be really easy for you guys to use the recipes, and I would recommend using the recipes because they're super tasty. So we're going to have breakfast, lunch and dinner for the next 4 days. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I do post here every Sunday, new recipes, new videos, everything every Sunday. And give this video a thumbs up if you are here for the meal prep. So let's get straight into these recipes. Really hope you guys enjoy them. I'm sure you will because the recipes, they are some of my favorite recipes, some of my favorites. So the first recipe to start off this meal prep is my take on some breakfast burritos. Yes, I said it, breakfast burritos. All my recipes are soy-free, so for all my soy-free honeys out there, you don't have to worry about this because I have got you. So instead of using eggs or tofu as the egg, I'm going to be using chickpeas. So it's going to be really delicious, super tasty. They are just banging breakfast burritos. So let's get straight into this recipe. So the first thing that I'm going to do is gently mash up my chickpeas. You can use a food processor or you can use a fork. And then I'm going to slice and dice my red peppers, and I'm also going to slice up some red onions. I diced by accident, but I intended to slice. But we continue. So I'm just going to put them to a pan and then saute them. Once they have cooked, I'm going to add garlic. I added 3 cloves of garlic, just mixed it in and got the flavors out. And then to season, I'm going to add some paprika, some cayenne pepper for some spice, some turmeric for the yellow color, and I'm just going to mix it together. Also, turmeric is really anti-inflammatory, so it's always fun to get it in where I can. And then I'm going to add my chickpeas and give it a good mix and a good blend. And there we have it. And now I'm going to make a simple salsa. I'm using cherry tomatoes because they're my favorite tomatoes. So I'm going to dice those up, dice up a few red onions, and I'm just going to mix it all together. Rachel being Rachel, wrong size bowl, but it's cool. We put it in a bigger bowl. You guys know me, it's what I keep doing. So I'm just going to mix it all together. Add some black pepper, add some pink salt, a lot of coriander, and some fresh lemon juice. And I'm going to mix it together, super simple, and this is like my favorite way to make it easy, tasty salsa. Now I'm going to make a guacamole, and I've got 2 avocados. They look so perfect, I almost didn't want to mash them together because they rarely look this good. So I just mashed it together, added some coriander, added some red onions, pink salt and black pepper, and some more fresh lemon. It's the basics, it's the simple, and it always tastes good. So now I'm going to make my burrito. So I've got some spinach, I'm going to add on my chickpeas, and then I'm going to go in with the tomato salsa, then the guac on top, add some coriander, some fresh lemon, and then I'm just going to close it like a burrito. Squeeze it all together, fold the ends in, and then there we have it. Now you can eat it like this, in which case you can wrap it. This is compostable paper. You could put it in a container, you could just keep them on a plate in the fridge, or you can toast them. So every morning you can come out and you can toast them when you want them, and they come out amazing when you put them on the pan for about a minute on each side, a minute or less, and look at it. It is so delicious. And to eat it, I would also squeeze some fresh lime on top. So incredibly good. Look at this bad boy. Woo! Guys, honestly, this tastes incredible. Oh my days. So delicious. Honestly, it's so yum. So with these, I recommend you make them ahead on the day that you want to eat them. Put them on the pan, crisp the outside, gently warm up the inside, and it is so tasty. So tasty. And if you're worried about your guacamole warming up, I don't like warm guacamole. And literally, if it's been in the fridge and you put it straight on the pan afterwards, it's literally gonna warm up the outer layer. Your guac should not heat up at all. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite so damn good. I'm not making it up. Try this, it's so tasty. So for lunch, we have got this really delicious quinoa potato salad. I made this the other day and it was incredible. This is one of my favorite recipes to make, especially in summer, because it is just perfect. It's perfect lunch goals and it's super tasty. So I'm using quinoa, the complete protein, and I'm gonna smother it in a sun-dried tomato pesto, which makes it taste incredible. Honestly guys, if you haven't tried it, you're gonna need to, because it's super tasty. Especially if you are getting accustomed to eating quinoa and you're not too much of a fan, this is a really fun way to introduce it because it's packed full of flavors. So let's get straight into the lunch recipe. So for this recipe, I'm gonna cook some quinoa, 1 part quinoa to 2 parts water. Then to make my pesto, I'm gonna roast some almonds. They roast so quickly, it literally takes minutes. Then I'm gonna put them in my Vitamix so I can blend them up so they have a good consistency in the pesto. So I'm adding some garlic, I'm adding my sun-dried tomatoes, which did soak in warm water just to loosen them up. Then I added my almonds, followed by my fresh basil, some fresh lemon juice, and some balsamic vinegar. And then I'm adding some black pepper. Use this tool or any food processor you have to mix it all together, and then finish by adding some really high quality olive oil. And then I'm gonna mix it together. One of my favorite pestos to make. So to go with it, I'm just gonna lightly steam some broccoli and then begin to make my quinoa bowl. So I'm adding the quinoa to a bowl, followed by a good portion of the sun-dried tomato pesto, and I'm just gonna mix it all together to give all the bits of quinoa the flavor. And then finally, I'm gonna mix in my steamed broccoli. And there we have it. So to go with it, I'm just gonna steam some potatoes. You could use sweet potatoes if you prefer, or no potatoes at all. I just feel like it really complements the quinoa. So I'm just gonna break apart the potatoes a bit to get some more dimensions and more areas for flavors to get trapped into. Add some pink salt, add some black pepper, add lots and lots of parsley and a bit of high quality olive oil, and I'm just gonna mix it together. So now I'm gonna build my meal prep. So I'm starting off with some salad, I'm adding my quinoa, and then finally I'm adding my potatoes. Then to go with it, I'm gonna add some cucumber, some alfalfa, some pumpkin seeds, and some lemon. And there we have it, lunch. So I am not an advocate for using plastic, but if you do have plastic containers left over from, I don't know, built up over the years, use them. But if you are looking for new Tupperware, new lunch boxes, and new ways to keep your food, I really recommend using products that don't contain plastic. I think we're all trying to make conscious decisions to reduce the amount of plastic that we are so accustomed to using in our lives, and it is so important. So if you are looking for something new, try and get something with bamboo fiber and just eliminate the plastic. These have been in my kitchen for a long time, so I am going to reuse them for my meal preps for this episode. This is honestly one of my favorite meals to make. Oh my days, it is so tasty. The quinoa is covered in the sun-dried tomato pesto, which adds such an amazing flavor, especially with the broccoli, adding an extra texture and obviously nutrient value. The potatoes, you can eat them hot, you can eat them cold. It's just like, for me personally, I absolutely love this meal. Perfect for lunch, especially in the summer. So next, I want to show you guys dinner recipe. I wanted to share with you guys a Thai green curry recipe because I just feel like the flavors are much richer and it's so much tastier, and you eliminate the preservatives, and if you have the time, I definitely recommend making the paste yourself. Now, if you are in a hurry and you don't want to make the paste from scratch, you can buy green curry paste. So let's get straight into this recipe. I really hope you guys enjoy this one. So to make my paste, I'm starting off with fresh ginger, onion shallots, and some green peppers. And then I'm going in with loads of coriander stalks, and then I'm just slicing up some lemongrass just to help with the blending process. Then I'm adding some tamari, followed by some cumin, black pepper, pink salt, and lots of garlic. And then I'm just gonna blend this all together to make my paste. The smells coming in the kitchen from this were incredible. It was literally insane. So to go with this paste, I'm just going to be adding some of my favorite vegetables like broccoli, green beans, courgettes. Also, you can use tofu, but because I avoid soy in my diet, I am going to be using chickpeas as a protein source. If you do have soy, you could obviously use tofu, or if you're into the plant-based chicken strip things, you could use those, but I'm going to use chickpeas. So I've just started cooking some brown rice to go with my curry. So for vegetables, I've sliced up some courgettes, aka zucchini, which I'm gonna saute in a pan with some broccoli. And I also added some green beans. Then I'm gonna add my curry paste, mix it in, saute it in. And once they have cooked down quite a bit, I'm gonna add my chickpeas. I'm gonna add my coconut milk and just give it a really good mix. Then to finish, I am adding some red chilies just to add a bit more kick and to add some more colors. And then I'm adding some more beans and some Thai basil right at the end because these take seconds to cook. Well, not seconds, like 2 minutes basically. And then there we have it. So to serve, I've got my brown rice in each container and I'm just gonna fill the Thai green curry in the middle of each meal prep. Got to make sure you've got a good amount of sauce in there too. So now I am just topping with some spring onions, some more red chilies, and of course my favorite coriander, and then of course some fresh lime. How amazing. And look, you can see at the bottom all the sauce, because you've got to have a good amount of sauce. Coriander, spring onions. Ugh, let's try it. Let's try the thing. Happy days. So tasty. You can always buy a green curry paste and do the exact same thing, or you can make it yourself like I did, in which case you can use this recipe. And I mean, what is not to love? You've got that creaminess from the coconuts, you've got that bit of spice of all the seasoning we put in there, we've got the little chilies on top just for an extra kick, which you don't have to add, but if you like spice, you want to add it. You've got that zest of lime, you've got the crunchiness of all the different vegetables, you've got the chickpeas just in there, sitting just right. Happy days, happy days. A full day of happy days food. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed the recipes and you enjoyed the meal prep. If you do use this as a meal prep, don't forget to tag me on Instagram. I love to see what you guys are doing. If you're adding your own twist or if you're making it like I did, let me know, share it with me. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy these recipes, you enjoy the whole meal prep. And I mean, I love the recipes and I really hope you guys love the recipes too. And leave any comments you have down below, any questions you have, and make sure you are subscribed to my channel because I do have videos every Sunday, new recipes, new videos, so make sure you are subscribed and I will see you all next week. Bye! So, bang this and your ribs, I'm